Hi, all praises to the Most High. So now it's time for me to put out Jerusalem, the Motherland Part 2, exposing the Africans and the Caucasians and their wickedness that they've done against the children of Israel, God's children, the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And if you watch the first part of Jerusalem, the Motherland, you will see that the Africans and the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who went through the slave trade are not the same people. They're not the same nation of people, and they come from two different lineages. I've proved it through history books, and I'm going to further prove it now. And I'm going to show you how they conspired with the whites to destroy the blacks, God's children. All right, and why they made Pan Africanism and which evil spirit works behind Pan Africanism and who the Africans really praise, because they don't praise God. And God tells us not to walk in the ways of Egypt, which is the Africans. Africans imposing their cultures on the Israelites and intermixing with them to destroy their race. Pan African Conference. The first Pan African Conference was on the 23rd, the 24th, and 25th of July. All right? This is it. Now, I want to show you who was among the people in this conference. All right, but just to furthermore prove, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro, but the Egyptian, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, the Canaanites. Okay, so not the black people. The black people are the children of God, who you guys call blacks and niggers. Those are the children of God. The African from Africa is not the descendants of Israel. They're descendants of Ham. All right. A Negro, a beast are in the image of God, the reasoner of the age, the revealer of the century, the Bible as it is, the Negro and his relation to the heaven family. The Negro, not the son of Ham. And it proves that these books are from a very long time ago. Everyone knows the truth. All right. Hamites created warlike organizations which imposed their social structure, their language, and where possible, their pastoral culture on a Negro people. The debatable nature of Hamite culture is illustrated by reference to the Divergent. So there's many books. So if you Africans have a problem and you always want to include us all in a box that, oh, we're black, we're all the same. No, we're not. We have different nationalities. Go look at the tables of nations. There's 18 nations of people. There's about 3 or 4 colors. So how can you expect that we all come from the same lineage? Don't be retarded. The Citizen Official Journal of the Citizens Council of America. Libyan Berber Hamites prevented penetration to the north, so the Negro tide was deflected south into the Bush territory. Hamite and Semitic influences pre-Meted Negro tribes in West Africa. So you see there's a difference, the Semitic Negro tribes and the Hamitic African people. All right, in 1919, the second of 5 Pan-African Congress was held. This was organized by the African-American thinker and journalist Webb Du Bois, a bastard, a half-breed. 57 delegates attended representing 15 countries. Its principal task was petitioning the Versailles Peace Conference. But do you see, and then the meeting was among in Paris, and it went to Germany, and it spread. But we have to understand, who was Webb Du Bois? He was a slave master's son who worked for his father to destroy the black community. He didn't help the black community. He was used as a spy. Now, who was among the people in this Pan-Africanism? Who? You guys so-called Haile Selassie. And look at him throwing up his little Illuminatis. All right? Now let's furthermore prove this wicked world we live in. Who is Pan? Pan is a fallen angel, is the god of the wild, shepherds and flocks, nature of the mountain wilds, hunting and rustic music, and companion of nymphs. He was depicted as half human while having the legs and horns of a goat, just like the faun. His Roman counterpart was Faunus. It is unclear as to who his parents were. His father has been Zeus. It doesn't matter. But he's an evil spirit. He's in charge of panic, and the god in charge of Pan-Africanism, who these people praise. This is Pan. This is who it all boils down to, the fallen angel that Pan-Africanisms are in bed with. Like the Hebrew Israelites are in bed with Baal, the African people are in bed with him. Now look, now this gets even better. This is like fine wine, but the Lord wanted me to put it out now. I could have put this out 6, 5